Oh! Nobody showed this. New gold egg video? Oh, baby! The hidden cult in CSGO. I didn't watch this yet. Goldegg, one of my favorite CSGO YouTubers right now. Let's get in.
Now, I'm sure when you clicked on this video, you tried to think exactly what this cult is. Or maybe...
I'm guessing Office, the hidden Office community. Service medals, it could be. It could be, probably Office.
Where it's at. Is it on a community server, a Discord server, or maybe a forum of some kind? Well, I told you it's right here on CSGO. I'll let you guess for a bit, and surprisingly, it's not Nuke. The home of this cult-like community is actually Office. If you're like me, when you think of this map, you probably just imagine a bunch of hackers or an unbalanced map, and that's about it. But trust me, the rabbit hole goes much deeper than that. Today, I'll be trying to document the history, the tragedies, the heroes, and the villains of Office.
My experience with Office, I queue it once in a while. I'm like, yeah, it's time for one Office game. And then I get cheated out of the wazoo by the enemy team. And then sometimes you got one wannabe whitehead hacker on the team, and he's also then turning cheats on when the other team cheats.
It all started one day on my Discord server. Most people ignored these messages, but it became so overbearing that you just couldn't ignore it anymore. I gave in and decided to play with the people who kept asking. And it was fun. The only times I'd played Office before was when CSGO first came out, on Counter-Strike Source, and maybe on some Gmod servers. Nevertheless, the map intrigued me. The people who I played with knew spots I never thought about and pointed out something interesting. Each time they played Office, they would get put with familiar people, even being able to just talk to people they've met before on their team and chill like it's a community server. See, the queue for Office is so low that you'll get put with familiar people even from the other side of the country. Now, this is North American Office I'm talking about because I obviously don't live in Europe. Demo Wallhacks is currently working on a video where he tortures himself by playing 100 matches of Office, and since he's in Europe, I decided to ask him a couple questions about it. Well, what do you think of the map so far?
Oh ha! Goldegg face reveal! What the f*** out of nowhere?
Well, what do
He looks like Philo, German guy.
you think of the map so far?
It's kind of shit. No way! Bro, your pistol, bro, it's blocked, bro.
What do you think's the biggest difference between NA Office and EU Office?
I'd say the people. Thank you, bro. I love you, bro. I love to Russia. I love Russia.
I'm not Russian, bro. What the f*** you love Russia?
Where are you from?
Ukraine.
Oh, I love you.
What's like your experience with the community so far? Have you met any of the same people or anything?
Yes, I think I met 2 cheaters twice. Yeah, this guy's gonna Oh, what? His legs are not even moving anymore! My connection!
Moving back to North American Office, I knew this community had to go a bit deeper, so I picked and prodded until I fell down the rabbit hole. The only way I can really describe the discovery of this community was something similar to discovering a lost city in a jungle or something like that. It already had its history written and events past. Thankfully, I had a couple of tour guides who did know their way around this lost city. Most of the people I asked the information from were really helpful in the questions I had, so big thanks to them. A big help was from someone named Rise. He pretty much walked me around this lost city and explained most of the historical events that happened. Along this journey, I discovered more information than I ever bargained for in history no one had written yet. So sit back as we go through this journey that is Office. I just want to start out by saying a quick disclaimer. Like most communities, there is a bad side to this story and some bad people. I don't want to seem too dramatic about it, but please don't leave these people any hate. And also, I'm going to try to do my best to do this community justice, even though it's pretty much impossible to get all the information there is. Some communities just don't exist anymore or are just split off from the communities I talk to, but a big thanks to the people who were so eager to help me or gave me interviews or anything like that. But without further ado, let's get to the story.
Let's get into it.
But before we start, I just want to thank today's sponsor, freecash.com. Now, I know what you're thinking with a site named freecash.com, but it really does what it says and has over 25,000 positive reviews on Trustpilot. Pretty much Freecash allows you to earn points by completing tasks from the offer page. This could include sign-up bonuses.
These pages I still don't understand, bro. It's like survey pages, and you have to do like tasks and aren't you better off just by getting a job?
Surveys, downloads, watching videos, or many other tasks. For example, I can make $2 here for downloading and running Opera GX.
Bro, I remember as a kid I actually used one of these. I'm not even kidding. And you had to like install apps and stuff and reach a certain level and bro, I think I cashed out a PaySafe card. I'm not even kidding. As a kid, I think I actually used one of these.
or
And I
other
bought some leak skins or something.
apps that have tasks. This one allows you to make up to $150. Once completed, it's all simply and easily added to your points in your account, which you can see on the top right. You can then use these points to cash out to quite a bit of places, including
Oh, okay, bro. I mean, Jesus.
description. Through Rise's time playing Office, he experienced
Steak cash out.
quite a bit of historical events through the Office community. Office is basically the human condition condensed into one map in CSGO. Pretty much any type of person you can think of, there is a community within Office that has them. From good people to just straight up degenerate pieces of shit. Imagine putting the entire community of CSGO into one map. It's basically that. They all form their own little tribes or little groups and have stuck with them since then. There are even some people who are straight up pros at this map, which I was able to interview. The most notorious form of villainy on Office is cheating, of course. The cheating is even so bad to this day that there are known cheaters still running around the map. The most notorious and infamous cheaters at the moment have to be Mav and iHack. There's
But in NA, right? EU is probably a whole different story. Bro, I feel like EU Office, every game you have a cheater, bro.
also Scale, but he's kind of a chill guy. I'll get to him later. Mav and iHack are basically your typical cheaters, annoying and bad at the game. I actually did manage to play with Mav a bit, and let's just say he was definitely cheating and wasn't really good either. It seemed like he maybe knew I was watching to see if he was cheating and tried to play it off, but that didn't stop him from changing his name to Valve Moderator or doing a bunch of other weird things. Blank Dragons bitches joining the counter-terrorist forces? Oh shit, this guy's already doing his hacking shit. I don't know about that
Looks
one.
legit.
Like what? Now, iHack I didn't get to play with sadly, but iHack and Mav go hand in hand. They even have matching Steam URLs. These guys have been rage cheating constantly on Office for years and somehow have not been banned. They both have seemingly gotten VAC bans in the past and got them revoked, but it's unclear whether these are griefing bans or a joke. Either way, these are your typical rage cheaters, hopping into alt accounts to just absolutely destroy people for quote.
Orb Abyss. Bro, Blood got the Monster Energy pattern RVP. Look, that's pretty cool.
Hopping into alt accounts to just absolutely destroy people for quote-unquote fun. If you play on Office a lot, there is a good chance you'll probably run into these people one day or already have. An example of a not bad cheater or hacker is Skell. He's known as the ultimate troll cheater in the Office community. He was actually willing to answer some questions I provided, and of course, I had to ask about the cheats. He told me that his cheats aren't very malicious. He's actually a programmer and makes his own cheats, which he uses in Office to test them. One of those things he made was a 1 HP mode. It pretty much will just auto-disconnect him every time he would take any damage. The only malicious thing he said he's done is something called queue flooding. With a couple dozen Prime accounts and having created a script that'll constantly queue for Office without ever accepting the match, you can stall higher rank Office mains from finding a match for hours, if at all. Quite the ultimate troll cheater. Moving away from cheaters, there are somehow even worse people in the Office community. There was a fella back in the day named Ninja GT, textbook racist, mentally unstable, alcoholic old head. This guy was so bad that even one of his old friends in the Office community made a whole 50-minute video about him on a website I've never heard of. I'm pretty sure it's just racist, red-pilled YouTube. Anyways, Ninja GT was just overall a piece of shit. He would hop in Office late at night, drunk as hell, and was just a nuisance. I'll just let his friend's video explain a bit.
However, this is the sober side of our good friend Ninja GT. When you introduce alcohol to an alcoholic, it changes them. Like a werewolf on a full moon.
But that's
The
crazy
nicest
how it's got like its own, I don't know, like community, you know? That's kind of impressive, bro. This reminds me right now of Hypixel Pit, bro. I don't know the vibes, like the people that are there and everything. Like sometimes a little bit maybe young or whatever, or like trying to be cool or something, I don't know. Like with cheats and shit. Interesting, bro.
and sweetest
Expose videos. There's probably as well doxing and everything. Bro, I don't know. This seems crazy.
person on the planet becomes this monster of evil. Bloodthirsty, cruel beast that operates on instinct. And that full moon comes in the form of a can of beer. And instead of a full moon happening once a month, it happens every night. And that full moon is slowly eating away at your liver.
Next up, there's a guy named Hoover, who was very, very, very hated. He was like the son of some rich parents or something like that and had some very baller skins. From rubies to sapphires, dragon lores, gungners, and stuff like that. He would constantly queue with well-known
That's it? That's it? Baller skins. Come on, man. decent skins.
Cheaters and probably cheated himself, to be honest. He would also pretty much rent e-girls to be his e-kittens with skins. He was also a really bad scammer and has some pretty bad accusations against him as well. Then there's Thib, a guy who made a music video pretty much threatening to, I don't really know if I can say it without getting demonetized, but I'll see if I can play a quick snippet.
Kill?
The cops better get to me before I shoot my after everybody's in the building. I'm gonna everybody's
Cool.
And yes, it did involve a school. Understandably so, he got arrested after
What?
this. He was charged with threats of terroristic acts and had to pay
Oh my god.
a $100,000 bond. Yikes. There is a
Average office player.
bunch of drama involved in the Office community. So much so, I don't really know if I would dig much deeper or if I even could. I obviously didn't cover every person here because some I just don't know about or some have really bad allegations I just couldn't say on YouTube. But basically things go as dark as you'd expect. There's also another dark event that happened, but it's nothing like I've talked about. It's just tragic. Back in 2022, a beloved member of the Office community, Hacks, tragically passed away. He sadly took his own life due to personal issues. He was very loved by all who were involved within the Office community, and it really hit them hard. Honestly, I'm sure a lot of these people stopped playing altogether after this happened. Just hasn't gone back to the way it was. Hacks was responsible for some very prominent one-way smokes in Office, so if you see any of these being thrown or even do them yourself, you can thank him. There are also others, and this is sadly all too common within the community. But the community is also very loving. They helped get in contact with his family and provided clips and memories just to show how much he was loved. If you have any friends or anyone in life who just seems off lately, make sure to ask them how they're doing or just check up on them. It will mean a lot. And if you're feeling this way yourself, don't be afraid to ask for help. There's no shame in it, and the people around you would be more than willing to help you.
True.
If you feel this way, feel free to leave a comment and I will try my best to respond to them, or others will as well. Stay strong out there, and rest in peace to all those who've been lost. On a lighter note, those who are ordinary people within the Office community actually have their own ways of playing, from silly little hiding spots to strats you'd never even think of. Rise, who I talked about earlier, has his own Discord server where him and his friends will hop in Office and just vibe. Penguin's YouTube video on this map summarizes it perfectly.
Office is imperfect. Office is a beautifully ugly, perfectly flawed safe haven for people who love to f around.
I definitely recommend trying out Office just for
Bro,
this
I
side
miss
of it. The good
penguins. What's up with penguins, bro? 5 months.
side of Office is very refreshing at times, especially to get away from the toxicity of CSGO itself. Hopefully you just won't run into the aforementioned bad people I talked about. I even managed to talk to a very well-known global elite Office player named Creativity, and this is what he had to say.
I'd say the main takeaway is that everyone should give Office a chance. Like, it's not active duty, it's not played in majors. Like, not a lot of people talk about it, but like, I think everyone should give Office a good chance.
No.
It's very easy to do very well on because it's a very flat map, and all you really have to do is aim head level and click heads.
Obviously, I know I painted Office in a negative light somewhat, but I also want to reiterate it's not all bad. Majority of the Office community are just chill people wanting to vibe and talk to others. Pretty much this is a very niche community that's been through a lot. Demographics from every side and people just trying to have fun. I asked Creativity on his opinion with the possible influx of new gen Office players that this video might bring. Alright, well if the video does blow up, what would you have to say to like the new gen Office players?
I would say if you get against globals, don't think of it as like CSGO is shit, like the matchmaking is shit. Think of it as like an opportunity to get better, and like don't think everyone's a cheater, you know what I mean?
That also reminds me, there's a weird quirk with this map for some reason. There is a huge rank disparity, so sometimes you will get put against globals. You could be Silver 2 and next game you know you're playing against DMGs on Office. It's pretty common, don't think too much of it. And to finish things off, here are some random Office facts. As we're recording, there are currently 800 players queuing for Office. Office is the only map in the game to feature
What the
the Anarchist faction. The map was first introduced back in June 19th, 1999 in the first beta for Counter-Strike. The actual name of the office you're fighting in is Shepherd Mortgage Company. There's actually a broken achievement on this map that has you tasked with breaking 14 windows
I never knew. I'll check after this.
in a single run of Office. Now back in the day, Office's windows were just normal source glass. If you've never seen source glass before, it pretty much works like this. They decided to change the glass to instantly break, and I guess the achievement was never updated to track this new form of glass. The only way to get this achievement is by doing some weird workaround with the old version of Office. Just watch 3 Clicks Phillips' video on are CSGO's achievements still achievable if you're interested. I really tried my best to do this community justice, but obviously I wasn't able to cover everything. Feel free to leave your own Office experiences in the comments. I'd recommend trying out Office at least once with an open mind. I definitely won't be playing this map a lot, but the community deserved its own video. Maybe this will inspire others to do deep dives into this map or other maps altogether. And recently I added memberships to my channel and I will be doing something special for them. Pretty much each member will get their own unique cat or dog. Default will be a cat. It'll be similar to those pictures I use a lot. But there will be a comment section in my members page that will allow you to actually add on accessories or if you want a cat or dog.
That's cool.
Just don't do anything crazy. For example, just do like a hat or a beanie, maybe glasses. Here, I'll show you an example. I want to thank my members Jazzy Vlogs, Venom, Rhodes, Hummus, Duck's Wonderful, I Have a Foot Fetish, Nana, Haiti, Laser Drops, Josh from Nowhere, and Robley. And as you see, they all had their own little cats, and in each video, it'll be their same cat. I know this video is quite different from
That's
videos
cool.
I usually make, but I enjoyed making it, so hopefully you guys enjoyed watching it. And if you're still here, I just really want to use this moment to offer my deepest condolences to the friends and family of Hacks and raise awareness to the situation. Hopefully I didn't do it in a tasteless way, and if you think I did, please let me know what I could have done better. I will also be donating to American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. And I haven't done it before, but the charity should be linked somewhere in the video. Like always, make sure to subscribe and like the video, and if you didn't like it, go and leave a comment why, and I'll try to do better next time.
I told you, man. And that's why he's a great YouTuber, bro. W video. Very, very W video. Very, very enjoyable. Very, very nice.